Good to see you again. Got a case I can't quite get my head around, and if you can spare a trip, I'd sure appreciate you bringing something back for me. We've narrowed down what we need to Vault-Tec's agricultural center. So, how about it? It sounds crazy, but just before the bombs fell, the war had taken up so many resources that animal doctors were told to start treating humans. Whatever the hospitals did to train up those folks, I'm betting it's something we could use too. Can the responders count on you? Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there.
Considering all of the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
Rucker sent me to locate some critical medical information. I should also keep a lookout for anything else that would be useful to the responders. Search for medical information at Vault-Tec Agricultural Research Center. So the research center is right here on the 86 West to the left of Flatwoods. Normally when you get here, the event Fertile Soil will trigger. It did when I got here, so I've already gone through and cleared the place. And then right here on this desk is the Overseer's Journal Entry 1.
Overseer's, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something for me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault-Tec. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting life fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout, I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Just being a kid. The three of us, our simple life, our simple house. I wonder if it's still standing.
Okay, so our overseer used to work here. Well, with Code Blue, 3 terminals were added, along with skeletons to go with those terminals. There's not a whole lot of environmental stuff here, so we'll just look inside the bathrooms real quick. Stalls are, I think, empty other than this one, where someone was plunging the toilet right when the bombs dropped. And this one is fine. If we go in here into the locker room, just some people changing. Now there's skeletons. There's nothing in here. This is one of the new corpses that was added after Expedition's update. The skeletons will either be near these little bags or they will be near terminals. That's an exit. There's a lot of medical stuff here for you low-level players. This would be really good. Chemistry bench, another exit. Some more water. And this is another exit, yep. So the terminal it's pointing me to is in the basement. And that's not... I'm going to show you where the other 2 are before we head down there. Here's the janitor. The shelf broke, collapsed on his head. Either killed him or knocked him out. I'm going to assume it knocked him out right before the bombs dropped. Because I don't think it's heavy enough to kill him. And that's it for the ground floor. So let's head up. And then we'll find this little meeting area or food area. And you can read giant teapot advertisement. Since the Charleston Herald, since 1938, the giant teapot awarded the highest honors. Sweetwater blend teas possess a most delicate flavor and exquisite aroma that are perfectly suited to both a fine evening's entertaining and an afternoon's quiet repast. Is that what this is? Repast? Appalachia's finest. Visit the giant teapot today. So that will add the giant teapot to your map if you haven't visited it yet. It's just a bunch of tables stacked up. A bunch of stuff knocked over. There's supposed to be a magazine that can spawn inside the little corners here. Here's where the second doctor bag will be when it tells you to go collect it. And then we come into the first series of desks. Oh, well, the wall's knocked out, so you can actually get into both of them here. So this terminal is destroyed. There's no terminal here. But right here is the second body of a Vault-Tec. Oh, wait, he doesn't have the Vault-Tec symbol on his shirt like the other guy did. And here's one of the terminals. I think you can access any terminal. No, you have to access the one it's telling you to. Okay. They all have the same information on them, so don't feel like you're missing out on anything. You can literally go to any of them and get the same information. There's the third doctor's bag. Okay. And then in this room, we will find another skeleton and the second terminal. It won't let us access it, but again, all the terminals have the same information on them because I've done the quest repeats, and it'll give you a random terminal and it'll give you the same information on all of them. Okay, another magazine can spawn here. Then we find this terminal. This is McFadden's terminal. So we'll start in order. April 3rd, 2093. Facilities all busted. Tried restarting the generator, but fusion core spent. Every able-bodied soul is busy fighting, not growing crops. The people need this. 7/1993. Responders came through with a fusion core, plugged it in, and the whole place lit up. What a sight. But all of Mr. Farmhands are hunks of metal. 1/1/94. I heard we lost a battle near Grafton. Got the people farming up before it's too late. People are starving out there. Got one farmhand online. All the Vault-Tec terminals were fried, having to figure it out on my own. Now this makes no sense because they've recently added 3 terminals that are not fried. 6/12/94. Success. The whole fleet of Mr. Farmhands are up and idling, but they won't move. Just got their vocal circuits back online. Keep complaining about fertilizer. Just plant the seeds. Any yield at all is better than nothing. And then 11/11/94. Got into the central memory thing for the farmhands, running out of options. I'm not a robot tech, so I'm doing the best I can. I haven't heard from anybody, not even Marge. But if anyone's out there, they'll need food. Just got access to the core settings. I'll fiddle with the fertilizer settings. Maybe if I set it to 0, they'll just start planting. And that will make sense in the event Fertile Soil. So here's a note from Marge. Note to Marge. Marge, I miss you and the boys more than life. Don't think I'm a coward. I'm using what God gave me to help the only way I can. This agricultural center's a chance to feed all the people. I'll get it done. I'm close. I can feel it. McFadden. I guess I'm going to apologize now. So I live street side, so there are cars driving past nonstop, and the mic will just detect any noise at all. There's not much I can do about that. I have tried numerous times, and all it does is break the audio, so I'm just like, okay. I won't follow other people's guides that are just breaking the audio worse than just dealing with the cars. So that's it up here. Now all that's left is going to the basement floor. That just leads up to the roof. We'll check that out at the end. Let's go ahead and head on down. And if you come over here, this corpse has always been here. It's a Vault-Tec Vault-Tec scientist with rat poison and a cup. Obviously, when the bombs fell, he decided to go out on his own terms and drink rat poison coffee. Okay, so there's just a container over there, more junk here. Here is the last doctor's bag, because there's only 3, maybe there's 4. And there's nothing over here in this corner. Come in here and get yourself an explosives crate, and then you'll find a gnome with a man's head in a spittoon. But we'll just leave that there. Oh, I'm stuck. That's okay. And then this terminal over here, this skeleton has always been here too. But this terminal over here is the Agricultural Center mainframe. And right here is another note, a note to Mac. Mac, we need you. The Scorched were seen over by Tilly's farm. They're staying with us now, but it's only us and the children. All the men are at Morgantown. We haven't heard from them in weeks. You've been away so long working on those damn bots. Come home. Love, Marjorie. So Tilly's farm is not a farm on here. So Tilly is either a Wixen, or actually I think that's it. Tilly can only be a Wixen because this is the only farm that has guaranteed Scorched. Every other farm can change out what types of enemies are there. Well, no, not every other farm. But this is the only guaranteed Scorched farm. So Tilly must be a Wixen. But we're going to go ahead and read the Agricultural Center mainframe. Vault-Tec facility orientation. Data is corrupted. Dang. Mr. Farmhand's programming. It's locked. So those things, none of this will be active until you're doing the event Fertile Soil. Oh. Has this skeleton always been here? This guy got crushed by a bunch of desks. Well, that sucks. So let's go ahead and go in here. This is a new skeleton. He was climbing up. Don't know why. The ghouls weren't here yet. A little exploded outdoors, so you can't go further into the facility. In here, just more pots, more waste and aesthetic. And then you'll find this terminal, the Compost Depot terminal. Vault-Tec Compost Depot, Central Compost Depot Storage, Command, Previous Cycle Logs. Biologist Harvest. 011 Mole Rats, 001 Rad Scorpion, 003 Rad Stags. Cycle harvest total 14.32 kilograms of usable compost. Supplemental material 0319mm ammo, 003 bobby pins, 001 fragmentation mines, or grenade. Note, Unit 017.3 went offline, adjusting search protocols to include more aluminum, electronics, and copper to replace 17.3. The crops must grow. Supervisor assignments. Supervisor 1.13F, coordinate farmhands outside 000. Escalate relevant detection data to 001-Vault-Tec Agricultural Resource Center. Supervisor 2.02B, coordinate farmhands retrieval protocols at 13.1.14. Supervisor 3.11J, coordinate farmhands retrieval protocols at 19.3.104. Monitor transmission site for new firmware updates from Vault-Tec. The crops must grow. And then there's this little fertilizer storage. It says this is opened by a terminal. I think this is cut content. There's no terminal that opens this. This one does not. The one all the way over here, the only other one that's tied to the event, does not. So it's cut content. I've had people ask me about it. You cannot open it. At least not yet. Or probably not ever. So there's nothing else in here other than the end of dungeon steamer trunk and another chemistry bench and some fire caps if you need fire caps. So we're going to just go ahead and walk up here. Oh, and then when he was telling about the supervisors, that's because the event, the supervisors would spawn in Flatwoods. You would have to go all the way up to Flatwoods to hunt down the supervisors. And then they moved it and changed it to where the supervisors only spawn around the agricultural center, because then you can get the event done quicker. It makes more people do the event, or instead of having to travel across the map. Because I think they also, some of them spawned over here. There was 3 supervisors. I just remember them spawning in Flatwoods, but they could have spawned like anywhere in this area. Let's go ahead and read the veterinary records terminal. Governor Evans memo. From the Office of Governor Evans, attention Facility Director. Per decree of the West Virginia Board of Medicine, effective 30 days from now, your resident veterinarian, Dr. Liz Cohen, will be expected to report in for cross-training in human medicine. Please pass along our thanks. In addition to this field guide to human medicine we've put together in anticipation of any questions or concerns she may have regarding this transition. Thank you for your complete cooperation. Personal logs. Dr. Liz Cohen, Log 1. From the desk of Dr. Liz Cohen, DVM. That's a vet. My parents always joke that I became an animal doctor because I can't make sense of people. I laugh and shrug it off. I like people just fine, lying right through my teeth. But my patients, I understand them very well. With every limp, whimper, or pained glance, they tell me everything I need to know. People, on the other hand, never say what they mean, even if they're sick, especially then. Talking to people feels like taking a test I forgot to study for, like appearing on a game show where I always manage to pick the wrong answer. So God forbid the West Virginia Board of Medicine has their way, because if so, soon many of the sick and wounded of Appalachia will have their limbs amputated by a large animal veterinarian with steady hands and zero tact. The war is getting close to home. They're saying not enough human physicians to go around. They want us to leave our farms and animal hospitals and treat patients who talk and who expect us to talk back. There's no telling if the governor will agree to this so-called strategy, but for now, all I can do is wait and work. Mom and Dad called last night to see how I was holding up. Yes, I told them, I like people just fine. Dr. Lizbeth Cohen, Log 2. The hospital's field guide for non-traditional doctoring came in the mail today, along with the schedule they made for me. Tomorrow at 7 a.m., I'll put on a white coat covered in dog fur, wear a stethoscope around my neck that is too small to hear the sounds of human hearts, and do my level best to pass myself off as happy to serve my country. After lunch, I went to wash my face and nearly threw up. Amelia came to nuzzle my ankles, and a few seconds later, she quivered and then vomited enough for both of us. Her way of showing solidarity, I suppose. In vet school, I once asked why cats do that so often, hacking up their spleen at a moment's notice. In all my years of practicing veterinary medicine, I never did learn the answer. But ever since the mail arrived... Oh, shut up, phone. Ever since the mail arrived this morning, I'm starting to see the appeal. So we have to retrieve the hospital field guide. After reading the terminal, I've got a lead on where some additional medical resources might be. So the field guide will appear at any of those doctor's bags. So it's not the one down here in the basement, which means It's the one on the 3rd floor. I'm gonna guess it's gonna always choose the furthest bag from you. Okay. Field guide. I found the information Rucker needed. Now to head back to the White Springs Refuge and hand it over to the responder medic. The field guide has nothing in it. You cannot read it. It's just a reskinned, or relabeled, not reskinned. Whatever you call those, plan. Okay, let's head back to the refuge and give this to the medical professional. That's cool. I don't care, Robot Man. So she'll be over in the hospital area. Oh.
Orlando's Rucker said to be looking for you. Were you able to find the hospital field guide?
Why do the responders need this information?
Well, Appalachia's never really given the responders any breaks, you know? There's so much we don't know how to treat. Sometimes it's hard to know if we're even treating the right thing. With how many sick and wounded we get coming in here, we need every advantage we can get. And the information you're bringing us provides us that advantage in a big way.
I have the information Rucker asked for.
This field guide is gonna help us save so many more people than we could before. I'll let Rucker know you came through for us. Best of luck out there. Thank you. I think we can make this place home for a lot of people, yourself included.
And that completes Code Blue, at least for today. So then the next day, you can do Code Blue again, get a different location, or it'll give you Skippy's quest.
Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Okay. A responder broadcast warned that the Mr. Farmhands are out of control. The supervisors must be eliminated. So you will get this event almost 100% of the time. Anytime you come near the Vault-Tec Agricultural Center. The robots used to spawn up here. Now they just spawn over here, making this event way too easy. But hey, it is what it is. Wellington. Wait, they're not hostile. Okay, must be a... There they go. Must be a... So they need new fertilizer, which is why they are attacking human people. Because anything that's biological can be used as fertilizer. Oh. Is that all of them? Oh, there's one in here.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Okay, so on the roof, the only things that are here is this person with a plastic bowl and a bunch of pots that are empty, and then a little hot plate. Okay, let's check out the... whatever you call these warehouses. So this is an assault random encounter hotspot. So it seems it was settlers. I don't know what they fought.
Everyone can see your own chems. Go sleep it off.
I'm not? Oh, antibiotics count as chems, don't they? Oh, they fought ants. Okay. So taking antibiotics to cure myself of a infection or a disease makes them assume that I'm on chems. There's nothing up here, but oh, there's the teddy bear scene. Yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and walk away from that. I always thought it was in one of these and they removed it because it's inappropriate. But no. It's over there. So there's nothing in any of the warehouses, I believe. It's just you go inside. You just find stacks and stacks of barrels that serve no real purpose because they're not labeled. So you don't know what's in them. They're loading up stuff, taking it to other Vault-Tec places. You can get a bunch of silver scrap, concrete scrap. This terminal has nothing on it. So it's time to just head inside. I hear a bug chasing me. But it won't catch me. I'm too fast. It's right here in the entrance. Seems to have glitched out and spawned 2 skeletons there. We hear movement and sloshing. I was hoping they wouldn't notice me. They did. So we gotta take out all the farmhands. I should be using my shish kebab because I need kills with swords. But I also didn't change my perks to do more damage with melee weapons. That's okay. I don't know how he opened the door. I still hear that sloshing down below. But we'll see what that is in a bit. Well, I guess right now. It's feral ghouls. Walking around down there in the water. Oh, hold up. So this terminal composite depot status. So now it's added that one. We've already read these two. Admin log, locked by automated supervisors. Error log, an administration lockdown can only be overwritten if all automated Vault-Tec supervisors are temporarily put in offline mode. Unlock composite depot resources. Oh wait, can you actually unlock this? Composite depot is now unlocked. It just gives you fertilizer. So I didn't know you could actually unlock it. Because I thought I've tried before. But it's just fertilizer. So now we can read all the things on this terminal. Vault-Tec facility orientation. Nope. Nope. Oh, I thought we could. Administrative override core farmhand settings. Crop expansion 75%. Crop maintenance 100%. Fertilization protocols 110%. Internal diagnostics 0%. Self-preservation 25%. Change farmhand targeting parameters. Targeting parameters have been hard locked by automated supervisors. Error log. An administrative lockdown can only be overridden if all automated Vault-Tec supervisors are temporarily put in offline mode. In other words, you've killed all the supervisors. Remove human class from target lists. Admin lock override successful. Targeting class Homo sapiens removed from active target list. Have a nice day. So then who reactivates it and reapplies humans? Who knows? And that's it. That is everything that has to do with the Vault-Tec Agricultural Center, Resource Center.